The federal government has said there is no going back on fuel subsidy, electricity tariff. All right, this is causing this serious controversy right here at the newsstand. We have our reviewers here, but let's quickly go to what we have on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands with Michael Adeplay, the Vanguard newspaper, with very interesting headline here that is causing a lot of controversy and reactions right here at the newsstand. Brace up for more fuel price increases. That's what the president is saying. Brace up for more fuel price increases, says President Muhammadu Buhari. Says price will change as crude oil price changes. Says price will change as crude oil price changes. Justifies electricity tariff increase. Adds those who get less than 12 hours of power not affected. Those who get less than 12 hours of power not affected. Quickly to another story on the front page of this same journal. We have no more estimated billing. No more estimated billing. Laments COVID-19 reduced revenue by almost 60%. Lament that COVID-19 has reduced revenue for almost 60%. COVID-19 in Lagos State. Lagos records 42 new infections as confirmed cases rise to 55,156. Lagos records 42 new infections as confirmed cases rise to 55,156. Down the paper we have Edo State. Still on Edo State politics, APC PDP orders at war over alleged doctoring of party agents. Lists. APC PDP orders at war over alleged doctoring of party agents. Lists. Okay, we are ready for Edo, Ondo, IGP saying this. We are ready for Edo and Ondo State gubernatorial elections. Writ Riot Act to Rigas. Writ Riot Act to Rigas. No interest in electoral outcomes but credibility, says INEC. Petrol price, electricity tariff hikes inhuman. Petrol price, electricity tariff hikes inhuman, says Afenifere. Patients groan as federal government orders striking doctors back to work. Anxiety as talks lay siege to Ondo Assembly Complex. Okay, we have another story here. Face off. Mbazulike and Mechi Nwobodo clash over Southeast governors. IPOB. Amechi Mbazulike Nwobodo clash over Southeast governors and IPOB. Nwobodo shouldn't be taken seriously, says Mbazulike. He doesn't understand governance, has never won any election. He doesn't understand governance, has never won any election, says Nwobodo. All right, we have our reviewers set to express the views on this platform. Let's quickly join them. I'll be right back. Hello, good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
All right, it has been said and confirmed by the federal government that there is no going back on electricity tariff fuel hike, which means Nigerians shouldn't protest or what?
Mr. Mike, to be quite honest with you, I think this is the height of irresponsibility, height of recklessness, height of dictatorial tendency from this government. It is unthinkable that in this very period where you should be talking about bringing about policies that will cushion the effect of COVID-19 on the people, we are coming up about with this harsh policy on the people. By our standard, I saw what Mr. President said, that we should expect more increase. What that statement implies is, normally, once there is global increase in the price of crude, the price of bringing the crude to Nigeria, refined product to Nigeria, increases. So what Mr. President is saying is that the government is not ready to subsidize it by any standard. That is going to allow demand and supply drive the process. And I saw the analysis the federal government gave about comparing Nigerian current price, even as it has been increased, to other neighboring African countries. Another thing they fail to put into consideration is how many of those countries have crude as we have. Another thing they fail to put into consideration is the PMS of a thing have multiplier effect on our economy. Electricity tariff have multiplier effect on our economy. These are two major essential services that government need to tread with caution in tinkering with the subsidy, in tinkering with the subsidy. For me, I encourage all the labor unions, whether TUC, NSC, and the whole coalition of labours, to make good their threat and protest against this obnoxious trend. Because for what I'm seeing, I don't know whether Nigerians have been hypnotized. Nigerians are becoming too docile to a fault. Because I don't see any justification behind this increase. Mr. President came in with so much goodwill. He came in with the goodwill. We all believe that he's going to fight corruption. And until you fight corruption and win the war against corruption, anything you are doing in terms of removing subsidy we are not going to see the benefits. Because at the end of the day, the money you want to free to plug back into the economy, we cannot see the impact if the corruption is not checked. So for me, federal government should rescind this decision and start paying that subsidy until we get to a situation where our people who are in government can put to good use the money at our disposal. That is when we should talk about subsidy removal. Thank you very much.
It seems there is no reversal in the decision of the federal government. I'm talking about the subsidy removal. Now, at this point in time, should Nigerians still opt for the protest or just back out?
Thank you very much. I don't believe in grammar. I go straight to the point. Buhari is anti-people, wicked man, very wicked person. You know why? Hey, I cry for this country. I cry. You know why? 2014, I remember when Jonathan wanted to remove that subsidy. Bakare was there, Shoyinka, a lot of them. This our sister, one of the this Yoruba woman, Dumaiki, all of them went to Ojota. They protest. They even carve this casket, put Jonathan picture, and the one that was watching in live, burying his son live. And Jonathan said, let's come back. What was their reason? They were telling America that subsidy is corruption. There was corruption. Jonathan government was letting money, couldn't use it. I remember Shopee is part of the subsidy. Now, Nigeria decides and say, let's go to Buhari, and they voted for Buhari. The first thing he gave them, and increased for it. I want to ask you a question. Germany produced pens. Is it the same way the citizens buy it and the same way Nigeria buy it? Go and find out. It's cheaper in Germany. But we have the oil. How can you be comparing us with America and Ghana, DC, that doesn't have oil? That Ghana is selling 200, 300, that Nigeria should go. You forget we are not producing it. You forget that Buhari promised that when they come on board, we are going to build refinery. We are going to repair the one we had before. But today, go and ask them, is the refinery working? Are they building it? It was Jonathan who gave license to Dangote. They are waiting for Dangote own. Buhari want to kill us. He said he's still going to increase the fuel. Not only fuel, energy. Energy. This man is wicked. APC government is wicked. Because where do we go now? Where are the labourers? We don't have labour anymore. There is no labour. You see them. I don't know where are we now. People are still celebrating. Our youth have become Igbo smoker. Our youth, Baba Jebu player. Our youth, you will see a youth will be telling you, I beat you. I'm a Mayo. I beat you yesterday. You are Chelsea, my brother. Where are we going for this country? Are we setting the example? Where are we going? The man is wicked. He has 2 years now. He has not built a refinery. How can you, what I have? In Germany, they produce Mercedes-Benz, but it's cheaper from them there. I don't know if they sell 100 naira in Germany, but in outside they can sell 200 naira. But we, our own fuel, our own crude oil, oh my God, don't you think they are wicked? And they still tomorrow. Our Nigeria have gone down. Nobody is talking, my brother. I'm angry. That's why I see me shouting.
During Jonathan's regime, we experienced a massive protest. Now, do we see a massive protest be embarked on in this regime?
It's to tell you that somebody was sponsoring them that time. And the person is in government, which everybody knows. Is there now? Yeah, I remember a lot of people. How much was rice? How much was cement? How much was house rent? How much were they paying teacher? Everybody happy shut up now. And the man is still telling you, still boasting, telling the African leaders that they should not. Oh my God, it's a disgrace. Foreign policy is useless. The man is dead like a wound. Sleeping in Asorok with Osibanjo. Unless Osibanjo is a get man in Asorok there. He cannot talk. So, my brother, moderator, we need to shout, we need to talk. And that's part of protest are protesting now. While other ones are sleeping. You know why? One particular session, how can Labour Congress go to River State? They want to start protest there. Let them go to just and start. The way, my brother, there is tribalism. I call it tribalism. Jonathan, they say they want to kill. That is bad, he's corrupt today. They are not using him. They are using Jonathan now. There's problem in Mali. They went to Jonathan to go and solve that problem. Why did the president? He went there, they tell him to go back. You have a problem, hope. Insecurity in Abuja now. They are not sleeping. They are sleeping with one eye. They say Boko Haram is coming. Customs said it. They say Customs is not the agency to tell them, yes, where are we going for this country? My brother, that's part of protest and protest. I'm hungry. House rent I have not paid. School fees. They say school should resume. Please don't resume now. School should resume next year. I don't have money to pay. So it's like telling the, let me give you one example. A married woman now turn to a shower in their house. Married women. Go and find out. They are hungry. When the woman is hungry, he can give you beer to another person. Don't be lie. Go and find out. They are hungry. No money, nothing. So they are angry. Married women are angry in the house, so they can do anything to survive.
There have been talks before you came on board today. And the issue is the president telling Nigerians to brace up for more increases. What has increased? Nigerians are shouting, lamenting. We are still experiencing the president telling us, we're seeing the president telling us to brace up for more increases. Your view on this?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mike. Mr. Lucky said he is shouting. A pro-Nigerian activist or strong supporter. This is just the beginning. For him, he should learn how to shout because there are more worse days ahead. So Nigeria is headed for the cliff. He's saying, where do we go from here? Where are we going? You are heading for the cliff. That is simple. And it's just an accident buying time to happen. So for me, it is not a surprise. I have never believed for once in the administration of Buhari. A man, after 35 years, when he, of course, he ousted the democratic elected president through coup. After 35 years, he still returned back to govern the state. The state he left in shambles. The state, during his time, around 1983 then, he introduced austerity measure. You see, when he plunged the economy, the citizens into austerity, into poverty. And this is just a repeat of what happened when he was the military head of state. So he has never changed. So if he's telling the Nigerians to brace up, I think we understand his antecedents. So that is not is an updated news. It's an old news, as Fela will say. So for me, it doesn't make sense. It is his personality, and he can never change about that.
And don't you think this will pose more economic danger?
Of course. What else do you expect?
Because when you look at it, the motorists are complaining. The market women also are complaining. If you go to another state to buy goods, you still have to convey those goods with vehicles. And these vehicles use fuel. So don't you think this will pose more economic danger?
Yes, of course. Even Buhari himself, the lower chamber and the upper chamber, National Assembly and this, they are also complaining. Why? Because there is no more looting, more fun to share, to loot. That's why they go about borrowing, incessant borrowing without nothing to show for it. So virtually everybody within this construction called Nigeria, including myself, is in the state of despair. It's quite unfortunate that a country that's said to be a sovereign country could no longer take care of her citizens. Her policies is anti-people, and of course, how could a sensible government at this critical time, when the entire world is revamping, trying to survive this economic hardship posted by the COVID-19 and the effects of this COVID-19, and you're now mounting pressure, economic pressure on your people, on your own people. It means you are so callous and you have no human feelings. And despite of fact, I don't blame him, because he have everything at his disposal. If you need a bag of rice, of course they will import it, foreign rice. He didn't eat local rice. As aboki as it is, he's an aboki. No matter whether he wears a coat or he becomes a president, aboki does not change his position as an aboki man. And of course, it is not a surprise for me. Why? Because Nigeria could no longer hold, and the people are suffering. And when the essence of governance is not fact, it means the entity, the state is not existing. What is the essence of government? Development and security. You can no longer secure your people. Your people have no confidence in you, in your ability to secure them, and there's no provision of, there's no any sense of development. Even personally, of course, I have a project, and look at it has been stirred due to some things I needed to go on with that. Within this, under normal circumstances, that shouldn't have been a problem. It shouldn't be something to make noise about. So Nigeria, for me, of course, the entire world is aware that this man is bent at Islamizing, giving privileges and opportunity for the Fulani to overrun the Nigerian state. Just what happened in Turkey, in Lebanese, it is just having a repeat in this contraction called Nigeria. That's why I will ever support my people for self-determination.
Where do Nigerians go from here?
Okay, thank you very much, Mike, and happy to be here this morning. I think I have to start by telling you now that I won't be a gullible critic of most people that have been talking here, right? Actually, where I will start it from, you know, if you don't know, there's an adage in my place that see Obama Biton law, what trace step where you coming from, you trace where you coming from if you don't know where you're going. Now, how do we get here? We got here through the maladministration of the successive governments we've been having in this country. We have 4 refineries, for goodness sake. None of these presidents could fix those 4 refineries. They were turning that for a refinery to cash cow, giving their cronies to go and repair refinery. The cronies will not. I have names here. I have refinery contractors. I have their names. I have their names here. They give them contract. They will not do anything. They will bring the money back to fund the election in this country. Now see where we are today. You have refinery. You have crude oil. You have to export crude oil to bring PMS, refine the products back to the country at what? At whose benefit? At whose benefit? The masses are suffering for all this. And these guys here that have been talking since morning, I'm so shocked that they have been sentimental. Bring all of them together. They are all collective. They are all guilty collectively. All the successive government that have been ruling this country. Because how can you have 4 refineries and none is working, and you call yourself 6th largest producer of oil in the nation? I don't know. And the masses that are talking here, the youth that are talking here, they are half-baked, illiterate people. I will say it that way. Now, Obasanjo came in. He could not fix refinery. He put towards the end of his tenure, he sold 2 refineries to Dangote and $10. Now, the Yar'Adua came in. Yar'Adua reversed the policy back. status quo, back to the status quo. Then those refinery kept, and there was a business mogul in Nigeria. They are giving turnaround maintenance of the refinery too. Where are the monies? Now about the subsidy you're talking of, who are the people collecting these subsidies? They are the portfolios importers that has no ship, that has no cargo, that buys petroleum. They will just move, they will rent a cargo ship and, you know, just display as if they, nothing they are bringing into this country, they will go and queue for subsidy. Now you said under Jonathan, there was protest for subsidy, there was protest for subsidy. Because the guys collecting subsidies then, he himself know that they are not genuine, they are not real. And this same guy that he was trying to remove when they've been dining together, come against him and sponsor the protest. I think Nigerian youth should be more, the school they went to, they shouldn't waste their children, fathers, what's it called? Now, again now, the labor, we have a toothless labor under Wabara, what's it called? What's that guy called? Uba, the labor president. I will say it to him. The Oshiomhole you guys are castigating, today, still make a move. Nevertheless, you say he collect money, but he still make a move. What move has this labor congress made? There's supposed to be a protest in Port Harcourt this morning that will have, you know, that will now reflect, triggered other protests. When they said it's been resolved. I saw the man on TV this morning, I was just laughing. Look at the people with, it's just a pity that Nigerian masses are orphans now. Nobody to fight for them. All the people that shares this subsidies money, they should go after them. And they should use that money to be, you know, subsidizing, collect the money back from them, and using the money to cushion the effect of the masses that has no hand in all this shit. It's a pure rubbish, the way I'm saying it. And there's no how we'll still not come out, because there's the suicide policy, the double tragedy we're having, double tragedy policy can't work in this country. I'm not here, I'm so hungry, man. They look at the electricity. They sold the electricity to their cronies. And now we are the one that bond it. I mean, it's just it's crazy things to happen in this country. I'm so ashamed. I feel like weeping for this country.
Mr. Kunle, I thank you for what you said. But remember, the past administration, Mr. President was part of the past administration. Mr. President was chairman of PTF. The time of Abacha regime. What did he do to our refineries? What did he do to our petroleum? Are we not importing petroleum that time? Abacha gave him every hand in controlling anything petroleum. What did he do? Okuta Padel called him. Obasanjo called him to come and give account of petroleum. PTF, did he come? Is it perfect? Is it not corrupt? Did he come and give account of petroleum PTF fund? Let him come and show me where he execute contract of PTF. His contract of PTF not only executed in the north and the little in the west. Let him come and tell me where he executed PTF contract in the land of Biafra, south, east. Let him come and prove to me. Is nepotism, tribalism, are there no corruption? Mr. President, you are PTF chairman under Abacha regime. And Abacha, within 1 year, Abacha built refinery in Senegal. Under 1 year, Abacha finished refinery in Senegal. And bringing fuel from Senegal to us. Mr. President, what did you say? Kunle, you don't know that one, but I know that one. Mr. President, remember, you used something to campaign against Jonathan. All APC, advance poverty continuation in Nigeria. Listen to me, APC, advance poverty continuation in Nigeria. That's what we are facing. It's what we are facing. Now, when Jonathan removed subsidy, that's that these people that collected subsidy are not doing anything. All the people demonstrated. And Jonathan bring the subsidy back. The same government in power now use that subsidy that why should you remove subsidy? Why should you do this? Now it's time to remove subsidy. And when Jonathan remove his subsidy, it's only talking he put. But now this one put turkey, put the beef, put the yam, put the maggi, to Nigeria to eat and belly food. Very soon, you will see for Koshoko in Nigeria. Very soon, the time of Biafra in the Biafran war, the time of Nigerian Biafran conditions will be far better than Nigeria. Let me tell you one thing. The oil we depend on now, it now. Shebi, I think, say, Mr. President told us that he has divert economy in different ways. Why are we depending on oil? Why are we depending on oil now? Shebi, we have diverse economy to earn us money. We have gold in Nasarawa, Sokoto, Kebbi. Who are digging those gold? Is it not individual? Why not in Zamfara? Why oil become general and we cannot be able to control it? Look, Mr. President, when you enter there, we have local refineries controlled by individuals in the Niger Greek. Why can't we encourage them? If government cannot be able to build their own, why individuals that are building, small boys, making them there, feeding their family and feeding the nation? At least we know what we are getting from there. You call it bunkering. You call it whatever you like. You want and close them down. If Nigerian engineers cannot be able to build and illiterate are building it, why can't you advance them to build the refinery so we can get our own oil? Now let me tell you, Nigerians, we are shouting, oil increase, this, that, this. We are, our tax masters want it so. We borrowed money. The people we borrow from their hand, IMF, World Bank, China, European something lending club, all of them are taxing us to pay them because they know that Nigeria will soon do what? Break. Nigeria will soon scatter. So they want to collect their money by all means before everything will be done. Fine. Yes. Conclusion is this. Mr. President, we are trying. Kodo, I represent unto you. What Nigeria wants is what they are giving them. Yes, they vote in. They want to. Say Baba. Baba is action man. Give them the action they want. But let me tell you, right, whatever you do, you will repeat it.
Nigeria Labour Congress, the cloud of protests is gathering gradually. And I don't know whether it's going to rain this very week or maybe explode next week. But my prayer is that I need effective protests. Effective one. A protest that can change Nigeria is coming, I pray so. But what am I trying to say here? Let me tell you, they have not seen enough avenue to gather more money for embezzlement. That's why they lift the price. They just bring up the price, pump price to come up so that they will make more money. I don't think they are seeing enough to loot. You see the COVID-19, post-COVID-19 package, that is overestimated billing, power supply, then pump price increase. Let me tell you, if it is another advanced society, it would have exploded since last week. But look at sleeping Nigerians. Nobody is waking up because I can see that revolution now convener has been bought over. Omoyele Showore is not doing anything anymore. Where are those Revolution 9 ladies that come here the other day to attack us? We've not seen them. This is more or less reason why they should be frequenting this very point for argument, but none of them is here. So what are we saying? In advanced society, ordinary increment on bread price, loaf of bread, it will spark off. It will trigger the action. Look, let me tell you, the worst thing you can do, your citizen as a country, is when the price of food goes high. In Europe, food is nothing. Ordinary dogs, if they give you the food, feed, they call it feed, animal feed, that dogs, animals eat in Europe, horses, dogs, cats. My brother, if you eat it in Nigeria, your skin will change. It's a sarcasm to some people, but I'm making sense here. I'm not using idiom. I'm saying the truth. If they bring some thin food, canned food, eaten by dogs to Nigeria here, some ignoramus, they will open it up and start eating it. Thank you. Very, very nutritious. Nigerians are eating ordinary skin of animals. It's very expensive in the market. Skin, hides and skin is now the major meat we eat in Nigeria here. I know it is good to the health, but before, we don't eat kanda in Nigeria. Kanda is just a mere, after they will throw it away. Or they use it for beating drum, talking drums.
but it has become a major myth in Nigeria now. Let me tell you, Buhari regime has been the worst regime I've ever experienced in my life. The man is not giving us listening ear at all. On the front page of newspaper right away today, they are telling us that Nigerians are angry over subsidy, that we are all mischievous, that we are causing mischief by coming out here to air that fuel increase is bad, that they're not supposed to lift the price of, to bring it up so that hardship will not be killing Nigerians. They are kicking against it. They are saying that you and I, we are causing mischief, that we are malicious. We are maliciously demonstrating against government. But this is my word of demonstration. I tell you, everybody should stand up right away now. Let us kick this government of APC out of our country. They are not helping us. They are not our friends. They only mind their friends, their family, and the loved ones, not us. They are not doing us any good. Let us come out en masse and protest. I'm asking for protest, effective one from everybody. If you leave these people to continue, let me tell you, Nigeria will be dragging. Nigeria will be just deteriorating on daily basis. The economy, everything will be in shambles. I tell you, Mr. President, my advice for you, Mr. President, you should honorably resign. We've been telling you resign over and over again. 2017, we've been clamoring for resign because you don't have what it takes to control even your family, let alone a country, a multinational like Nigeria.
Young man, come. You see this young man? This young man can rule Nigeria more than our former president and this president that we're talking about. This young man you are seeing here, I prefer him than Buhari and so-called Jonathan and Co. You can go, man. There is an adage said, if your father is good in a house or land business, then your children, they will be good in selling. I'm very, very happy of what is going on in the sense that Buhari says that he will make good Lord Jonathan regime ungovernable. You can't give what you don't have to your children. What you have is what you give to your children. Now, Northern elders are complaining about insecurity. My brother, we know that in every nation, security is the most and basic things ever. Because with security, you switch into life. But here, security, everything is zero. Before, people are lamenting, complaining about that Biafran, they want to go, everybody want to go. But I don't call it as, I don't take it serious. But now I have seen, I have understand what they saw in this nation that lead them to go for that. Now, Northerners elders are complaining. When you go to Kaduna, they are killing people like fowl. Why we have presidents? Anyway, I believe, I said it before, if you have house in Sokoto or Meduguri or wherever, sell it now, don't waste time. Because I believe that as soon as possible, what our president is cooking, it will be done. Thank you, Mr. Mike.
He's cooking now. You can. There is one wrestler that you can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Our president is cooking now. Everybody can see. Mo jẹ́ fẹ́ bi Buhari léèrè pé ọ̀gá Buhari kọ́ mi ṣe ọ̀nà kọ́ mi ṣe bí iye kọ́ mi ká ṣe oṣù ká kọ́ mi ṣe Buhari gan ara rẹ̀ yá ni kí mi ṣe ọ́ à ń bá sàrà kọjá àti ìdẹ́ ọ̀tún ni wọ́n lọ pagada bí awu you increase fuel we are crying you never stop that one you still say we still expect more kí ló dé we still brace up for more má jẹ́ kí n summarize ìṣèpè sórí ayé rẹ̀ ọ̀gá Buhari kí ló dé. It's because you don't buy fuel. That's why you are saying you should brace up. We should brace up for nonsense, Abi. And when Jonathan removed subsidy that time, you know what is paining me? When Jonathan removed subsidy that time, you are the one that all of you cry live. You are the one that are cry. Your ally. Tunde Bakare, all of them they are crying. Hey, they want to kill Nigeria. 147 naira. Everybody went to Ojota. I didn't follow them anyway. Now. You take it to 162 naira. You that you are telling us that there is nothing like subsidy. that subsidy is a fraud. Now, when you get there, you see what they call subsidy. I think sometimes during the Saraki regime, it's like there was something they call, they have removed subsidy, but they are still paying that subsidy. Am I mistaken, David? I think something like that happened. They say they don't pay subsidy, they have removed subsidy, but they are paying it. NNPC is paying it. They give it another name, then they are paying it under disguise. So how do you want to tell us now that after you say you have removed the subsidy, if you do forensic account of NNPC, are we not going to discover that you are still paying subsidy? How are we going to trust you with what you are doing now? I started to see Jonathan as an innocent man, as an angel, because when he removed subsidy, he created something they call SWAPI. Even if they use that SWAPI to get money through the back door, but we can see that some people, they are still doing, to some extent, they are doing SWAPI. Some people are gaining from it. I don't know, the money you remove on subsidy, what do you want to use it for now? To some extent, Jonathan, that's why I'm not surprised if people don't cry when you remove subsidy. Only when I will cry is that the money you get from removing subsidy, what are the plan? What are you going to use them for? Us? Is it just only to do anything to be preparing us and we will not see the result? Just to increase the NEPA bill and no result in the economy. Just to remove subsidy and no sign in economy. This kind of a thing, it cannot take you to anywhere. Oga Buhari.
Thank you, Mr. Mike Adekunle, and my name still remains Samson David. Permit me to digress a bit. I listened to the Minister of Information yesterday, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, in which he said our petroleum pump price is the cheapest in the world. Fine, even if that is very true, but he would not tell the world what is our standard of living. Is it compared to that of the world? What is our minimum wage here in Nigeria? All what they keep telling the world is our petroleum price is the cheapest. What of our standard of living? Is it very affordable? How do a common man feel? How much is our minimum wage? Now, what you guys did now is just to increase pump price. It shouldn't have been at this crucial time, at this trying time. We are saying removal of fuel subsidy is the best for Nigeria. Aside from this fuel subsidy, what do Nigerians gain from the government? Is it good road? Is it good constant power supply? Is it good housing? Tell me what. This is the only thing the people, even the common masses, benefit from the government. And now you are now saying our petrol price is the cheapest in the world. Fine, accepted. But what of our standard of living? Is it also one of the best in the world? What of our minimum wage? Is it one of the best in the world? These are things they should put into consideration. Thank you, Mr. Makadekule.
Because you never know, Babylon people, they must pack up and run. All of them, when they do from Babylon, for Aso Rock, very soon. All of them go pack ground. Una go pack una road. No be best go tell una go run come up for that place. That's not your father's house. It's a shame for a president ruling a nation. Come out outside the hardship. The same president that never valued the people in ruling. Even during lockdown for 2 months, I did not see anywhere, any compound that Nigeria government come and say, let's supply pure water, 10 naira, pure water to all the houses. We did not see it. And the same man that called himself president, that's why I said it before, we don't have a president. Let them tell him. And my prayer, I pray for him, all his children, all the calamity is causing, because Buhari have already caused calamity. How will the president tell us that we should expect more increase of fuel or anything in Nigeria? When tomato, when in brother, Esme they do. We have never buy tomatoes. You cannot carry 1,000 and buy tomatoes and use it to cook. And the same president sit there in Aso Rock. He's ready to borrow money and share for his family. His son is not working. And he's the richest youth. Where is he getting the money from? See, my message for Buhari this morning, I said it. And if he like,
if you no resign you go die for that seat bam. If you no resign time go come all of una go run comot from that place. Na my talk be that. I no fit talk too much.
And here we say goodbye to you on today's edition of Bystanders at Distance. Join us next time as we bring you another topic. Michael Adekunle still remains my name. Behind the camera we have Femi Davis and Festus Udabukumi. You can join us on our social media handles displayed on the screen. You can also join me on Facebook, Michael Timotaya Adekunle, Instagram Adekunle Michael Timotaya. Thanks for watching. Bye.